All right, what's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. More Hispanics declaring themselves as white. New York Times article below. I bring this up for a plethora of reasons. One is this is why people say the quote unquote majority of white people is maybe not really a majority because after a while they just include people into white who historically weren't considered white. Now, and then you could slide in the fact that maybe some people figure if they identify with white, it'll make life easier for them in this country. And then you have people who are thrown into that mix just to pad the numbers. Now, I say that because of this. Now, you read the article below or pass it around and you'll find out. See, there's a point in that article where it speaks about Italians and Irish. They weren't considered white. You know, think about when you do, and it talks about the census. Think about um, there are people who are immigrants from other countries who could be African, but they'll ask if you're white or black. And some people, they just might, no matter what race they are, actually, or ethnicity they are, they're going to either say they're white or they're going to put in white. Okay? Same thing with Middle Eastern. That's an option. Same thing with Hispanic, of African descent or of not. Okay? So if you pick white, you could be white, you could be African white, you could be Hispanic, Latino white, you could be which one did I just miss? Middle Eastern white. Shit, you might even be able to be Asian white. I don't know though. I don't think so, but I don't know. But you see how that pads the numbers? Okay, so that's an issue because people could feel like they're everywhere, and you could be everywhere, but not necessarily be as many people as you thought. Another thing, some people choose that direction because it makes them feel like they're gonna have an easier life. I'm gonna assimilate, which is brought up in the article. Some people have used it as a reference to assimilate. I'm just like you. You're just like me. And just like in the article, Hispanic is not a race or ethnicity. You gotta understand something. Just because you speak Spanish doesn't make you a Spaniard. People who come from Spanish descent are Europeans. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, I'm doggone fly, whatever. But that's why it's convoluted because we speak English. That don't make me an Englishman. Canada speaks French. That don't make them necessarily Frenchmen. You get what I mean? That's the language you speak. Now, if I say, in my opinion, most Hispanics are either of um, ethnicity Native American or black or maybe biracial, then I would be right. That's why um, they're so. That's why it's not a actual race. It's a culture. You get what I'm saying? Because the the quote unquote race is really based on a language. So the numbers could be here, it could be there, it could be anywhere. Lions, tigers, bears, oh my. But it comes to no surprise to me or anybody else. The reason I'm saying this is because, see, when people look at the census, the numbers are this. And even when they look at these polls, the numbers are this. The first rule of statistics is you can skew any statistic anyway. So you got to remember, when you're dealing with numbers, you need to watch people because people will make numbers be whatever you want. Think about interest rates. I'm gonna give you 3%. You add up how much 3% is to whatever you buying. You damn, that ain't three. That ain't 3 goddamn %, is it? It's annually. Annually, you say. Hmm. So that would be $3,000 a year, you say. But if I pay you that $3,000 a year and the cost, I should see this go down every year, you say, right? Does that really happen? No, does it? So think about it, man. People play with numbers ridiculously, horribly. But to a degree, some people do want to assimilate. And that's why you get a lot of this sometimes racial, ethnic tension, because you're trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Like, we used to be cool, but now we're not cool no more. And then you're like, okay, some people trying to hop that fence and be over on that side. And to be on that side, you got to say, fuck you. You get what I'm saying? So this is the moment to say fuck you before you sign this census. Okay, now I get it. But it's a tricky subject because you get to be accepted. You got to drown yourselves out. You get what I'm saying? See, Irish history is reason Irish and Italians weren't considered white. Look it up, find out. They know what's happening, my brothers. All right, I'm out here.